second year, obviously, here in Louisville. How important is that with the consistency you guys have had with the staff, being able to bring that back? How big is that for this defense?
Well, anytime you have continuity in a staff, I think it's really good because you can build on what you did the previous year as well as see things that maybe you didn't do as well, and you can improve on them as a staff. You can tweak and you can add. And I think overall the continuity of our staff, just guys having worked together before, knowing guys' strengths and weaknesses, what guys feel more comfortable doing as a coach, is no different than what we do with the players. And I think it's helped our players understand who we are. They know our expectations and know the things that we want out of them, technique-wise, effort-wise. And the one cool thing is having guys that have been with you, and I see them teaching the younger guys. That's the cool thing, as opposed to a senior looking at you like he don't know. But now our older guys that have been with us for a year, they're teaching the young guys, and that's pretty cool.
Do you think that continuity, have you seen kind of some more excitement out of the guys knowing that they don't have to try to relearn something all over again?
Well, I think, what you got to do as a coach is you got to add and tweak and tinker things just a little bit to keep them engaged, because sometimes they get complacent. I know that. I've been there. I've done that. But I think our guys are excited. We've got a high-energy staff. So our staff gets after it, and I'm a big believer, the guys take on your personality. And if you have energy and you're detailed, your guys will have energy and they'll be detailed. And I think that's what you see out of our defense now.
ShaDon, Sat said the other day that really, for the most part, kind of the same routine and everything like that. Will you change anything up with your guys after what you saw last year and having some young guys and maybe not having Russ, or is it pretty much the same thing for you?
Yeah, well, I like to have continuity with what we do and consistency with what we do as well. I think, when those kids know what to expect, they know what you're going to do in individual, they know how the meetings run, I think they learn better because they know what to expect day in and day out. But we're not changing a whole lot. I've coached the same techniques for when I had guys who are now playing the NFL to guys that I'm teaching now that are freshmen. So, the way we teach things, I may tweak it here and there, but it's going to be pretty consistent. And the cool thing is seeing all the things that they looked at you crossways or cross-eyed. Now they're like, yeah, coach, I got it. And then they go teach the next guy.
How difficult without having Russ out there for spring, is it? And what can he do in the spring to kind of improve himself, maybe mentally more than anything?
Well, first off, I hate it for him having been injured. But we also have a mentality in our room we talk about all the time, next man up mentality. And the next guy in line, you're only one snap away from being number one, and number threes are one snap away from being number two. So you got to stay ready for your opportunity. And, I tell those young guys, don't count your reps, make your reps count. And, Russ is doing a good job. The thing that I do with Russ is in the meeting room, I ask him a lot of questions. So I have to keep him engaged because it's easy just to kind of go, well, I'm not practicing. I'm just going to kind of, and to me, when you stay engaged, you continue to learn. And I've done that with him, and he's been good. I'll ask him questions in the meeting and make him answer in detail, and then I'll make him coach up a freshman. A freshman comes off the field, Russ, coach him up, so that now I'm teaching him to lead, as well as I'm now building our room so that those young guys have a safety net of somebody to go to and ask questions, and not always have to come to me, because sometimes during the game, if I'm in the box, they can't ask me until they get to the sideline and get on the headset.
You said maybe somebody said right around the bowl game, maybe Coach Satterfield, Coach Brown, that Isaiah had really taken steps forward and kind of, had he been healthy all year, might have been a difference maker. Is that true? And what's he been like this spring?
Yeah, well, you heard him in an interview. He's very intelligent, very sharp kid. So when he was injured early on, he would come and meet with me every single day on his own extra. He would take home film and take home scout cards every night, and he would draw the defenses in, and he'd bring them back to me, almost like a test every night. That's the type of kid he is. Now, Isaiah, he's got the cheat code. His dad played 10 years in the NFL. So he saw his dad come home from the facility and study plays and watch film at home. So that's how he's wired. So when he came back, he knew all the X's and O's. Was he rusty from the reps? Yes. But if he would have been healthy all year, he would have been a rotational guy for us that would have made us, be able to play him, spot play him more. And we did some, but once we got some guys injured down the stretch, he played and did a really good job, a nice job for us in the bowl game, which hopefully helped build his confidence going into the spring. And then, having Russ out this spring has enabled him to get more reps, and the more reps you get, the more confidence you gain.
Obviously, like I told